I annotate, I don't vent, I compose. Pressure doesn't crush me, it asks for a title and I give it one. When maintenance dismissed me, I didn't shout. I built a playlist arc, mapped the doubt. When the job collapsed, not rubble but thesis, footnotes in the margins of survival pieces. HR tremors, documentation became doctrine. Clause by clause I forged narrative armor from oxygen. I don't react in fragments, I ritualize the fracture. Turn impact into artifact, intact exacting after. Most people call it overthinking, I call it archiving weather. Because storms forget themselves unless someone binds them in leather. You see chaos, I see chapter. You see ending, I see after. Every incident is raw or I don't bleed out, I store. I metabolize pressure into narrative. That's the spine. On I make music, I make meaning over time. When systems close in, when entropy sings, I become the echo that outlives things. Call it survival, call it art. I don't shatter, I chart. I don't break, I annotate, I don't drown, I designate, I don't forget, I elevate, archive, alchemize, narrate. When the world constricts the ring, I return lore. That's kinda my thing. Screen shocks, inspections, lock to line. The world blurs edges, I refine. Not paranoia, pattern recognition, precision grown from incision. Details are bones of memory. If you lose them, history floats. I refuse drift, so I label timestamp, cross-reference the myth. Because someday someone will ask what really happened, and I will not hand them fund. I will hand them architecture. Witness isn't noise, it's structure. Memory isn't fragile when it has a scribe. I metabolize pressure into narrative. That's the crown, no dominance domain. I rule people, I rule frame. When systems press against my ribs, when timelines splinter into strings, I weave them back as echoing things, not coping. Authorship. Money battle mix, I score the tension. Car stalls become suspension. Identity fractures, not crisis but saga. Altered timelines bloom like branches from trauma. Those live linearly, incident to incident. I live symbolically, event to covenant. If it hurts, it means it matters. If it matters, it becomes myth. If it becomes myth, it can erase me. That's the shift. I don't vent, I compose. I don't drown, I transpose. I know it's out here in the ring. I archive the fight and call it sprite. I metabolize pressure into narrative. That's the throne, not ego. Ownership of town. When the world grows, entropy, static collapse, I return or intact. I annotate the fracture, I elevate the sting. I don't beg for meaning, I bring it. That's kind of my thing. Archive, alchemize, narrate, pressure, pattern, translate. Line systems, narrow everything I widen. That's kind of my thing. The world remembers events, bards decide how. You can corner circumstance, you can threaten supply, but you cannot outlive the story. I choose to write, I don't authorship. And authorship is kind of my thing.